Hey, good morning. We're camping at Tennessee State Park this morning with our Boles Aero, and I just thought I'd do a walk around to the outside and then hopefully be able to get the inside before we pack it up and go back home. Let me just show you what our camper looks like. Well, there's a good view of the side of it. It's a 1969 Boles Aero nonpareil, which basically means custom, 270, so it's a 27-foot camper. These are anodized aluminum, if you're not familiar with that, but basically, unlike an Airstream, you don't polish them. You do clean them, but you don't have to polish them to a mirror finish. It won't actually come to a mirror finish. Not a lot to see on this side, other than one of the unique things is they came with this, what's basically an awning track, but you create canvases that slide in there, and so when your camper's stored, or I guess when you're camping, you keep the sun off of your tires. Let me just walk you around the back. This is the cord storage. It's actually quite a bit of room, a battery and everything. Now these things, at this time frame, all the 12-volt ran off of a battery. All the new campers now, basically everything inside's 12-volt, and they stepped down to 110. That's not the way it was in '69. Here's the back view of it. Really good storage area in the back. It has backup lights, which was kind of unique for '69. And then that window actually is an escape hatch. That whole window right there will open up, so you can come out if you needed to, and obviously you'd have to be skinny, but it'll swing open for you to come completely out in case of a kitchen fire. I do like what they did as far as the hose storage. You can see it's a curved bumper, and your hose storage is inside there. Really cool. The downside of this thing is you can't put a bike rack on it like you can with a lot of square bumper. You can mount a way to put a bike rack on it, and we'd like to carry our bikes, but we're gonna have to figure out some different way to handle it. And then here we're back down the actual door side. As you can see, we were really fortunate when we got this. The body's in phenomenal shape. It had just one little, and it's hard to see, but there was one little scratch like right there. But the rest of it was in really good condition. And then we spent the last few months getting us an awning system together. It's actually a cheap fabric, but by the time we had it fitted to our size we needed it to be, we've got about $350 just in the fabric, and then we bought the awning system off of someone. It was a used camper that we bought it from, but and then walk you all the way back around. But we wanted the awning to be a little more period correct, and so that's why we went with this yellow and gold and red stripe. And then one of our fun pieces that it has is this guy right here. If you've not seen those, I mean, obviously it's a porch light, but those screw in, and then you just store the light inside when you're traveling, and then you put it away. When you put it out, it just plugs in like a regular 3-prong plug, but it plugs in, and then it's got a cap that screws on. So that's a pretty good view of our Boles Aero. It's got a fun little rock guard, and you can see it's gold in the middle, and that's actually, we had to rebuild it. The original fiberglass was busted, and that material is actually aluminum sheets from a truck camper shell, and I'm gonna do a video on how I did that. But that's our 1969 Boles Aero. I hope you like this, and then I'll get us inside here in a moment. All right, let's go inside and take a look around. You'll see in some of the photos that I'll put in this video that the original and what it looks like now. Obviously this is the kitchen area. That's the original stove. That actually is the original base cabinet. It was the only piece that we did not remove it in that wall. The remainder was gutted. The countertop is new and all the upper stuff is new. So we came in and completely gutted the interior of this all the way down to the shell. These are the original couches. They have been reupholstered. They are click-clack couches. They do lay flat and make bed for the kids. They're not really a good bed for adults. Got a fold-down table. We built in this bookcase, which originally it had a bookcase. All of this area was pretty wet up in here, and so all of it got replaced. These are the original light fixtures, and there was a shelf here. It actually was more like a cabinet, though, probably than just an open shelf, and I came back with an open shelf, but really a great little decorating area. Not like you could make it a loft bed or anything. It's not tall enough. And then we chose to come back in with stained birch plywood. That was not at all what was in here originally. We also, on the refrigerator side, this was a full ceiling height cabinet right here, and we wanted to open it up, so we only went 4 feet high, so that we have that opening, and obviously it gives us more countertop space, but we lost storage. We're not quite done with this side. We've got a microwave and refrigerator. There's a cabinet in there. We've just got to finish dressing that out. And obviously we went with a modern refrigerator. One of the fun things about this camper was this guy right here. This is your control center. It's a barometer and thermometer. It's got your holding tank readings on it for the fresh water, and then there's one for the waste tank. But both of those have been replaced. Actually, right now it doesn't even have a waste tank. We just have to hook a hose up to it. But I really like the decor of this, so we wanted to make sure we saved it. The twin beds are original as far as that's how it was laid out. The cabinet on the left is very original that this one's sitting on, and the one on the right we had to rebuild some of the structure on it. All the upper cabinets I've made, they're basically 1x2 frames, skimmed in birch plywood, and then the doors are basically a stock molding around a sheet of plywood. You can see it that's what's there, is just the plywood is inside of a stock molding, but it turned out really nice. We haven't put any hardware on there yet. Originally there right here where this rack is at would have been a cabinet that would have come, I don't know, it would have come down to about the bottom of this window. Your feet, if you were laying in this bed, you would actually lay under that cabinet. Again, we wanted a more open environment, so we didn't come back with it. These are, let me turn that light off so you can see this a little better. But these are the stock shelves and light fixtures. The spotlight actually is a 12-volt light, but they have an outlet underneath them, so they're really functional. And let me just give you a view from the rear. You can see this is kind of what we look like going back. We did wallpaper these two walls. This is a Sorry about the camera movement so fast. This is a nice peel and stick wallpaper, so we didn't have to deal with paste or anything, but it worked really well. And then the last part is the back of the camper. The bathroom is actually original. We've done nothing in here. I'll just show you one of the things I like about this shower, if you can see it. But embossed are the ducks or geese flying into the pond. That's actually on the wall of the shower. Quite fun, but you can see the difference in the color. This is the cabinetry color that was in here, and then you can see the paneling that was in here. Is this kind of a, I don't know, bleached oak or something. This room was very much in original shape, but it was in really good condition. So we did not touch it. You know, why fix something that's not broke? It doesn't exactly match the rest of the camper, but it is. You do step back into 1969 when you're in here. It has a little sliding towel bar from the ceiling. This is obviously a storage closet. This was, if you saw my outside version, this is that safety hatch that actually opens up to let you into the outdoors, so you can, if you had to escape out the back, you could. Again, I don't know if I could get through there, but that's there. But anyhow, I hope I like our camper. I think this is our 4th trip in it. We've gotten a lot of compliments on it, and we're not done. There's a lot of punch lists on the inside to do, but we're pleased with it. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. Thanks.